Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaelyn. I am a PhD candidate based in London, and I am currently out in the Cotswolds for a little writing retreat. And while you may think that I am working on my dissertation, I am not. I'm working on a creative writing project and just taking a couple of days to just enjoy being out in the countryside, doing a bit of reading, drinking tea, and just kind of decompressing. And my friend Danny and I decided to book a little trip out into the Cotswolds so that way we could read and write and just enjoy some girl time. So I got up this morning and continued reading A Court of Wings and Ruin, and I'm going to be trying to finish that throughout this video. So it's just a nice little cozy English countryside vlog. I'm going to go ahead and crack open my book, and we're going to go get started on some creative writing.
Both of our own books, because I'll have my recovery book. Make it pink. That's the name of the book. My recovery book. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Wait, so project.
Yeah, because she made her project Teacup. Everybody knew it was a fantasy novel.
Right.
But nobody knows anything about it. They're just gonna know it's a novel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
No, because I don't want anybody to know anything about it.
Oh, okay. I'd be excited to know that, though.
I think they would. I think maybe I'll sprinkle some bits in it. But it's not just historical fiction.
I just pick a random object from this cottage and call it that, because that's where it started. Project Cotswolds.
Project Owl.
Project Owl.
I like that.
Project Owl. There. And now you'll always remember where it started. See,
Our project was born. Project Owl.
Oh.
Document for the...
Are you doing... do you have a Notion thing open for this?
I have a document.
Dude, I tried to get with Notion for so long, but my old lady brain never took to it.
That's fair.
That's okay.
That's okay.
It doesn't have to work for me.
Ultimately, whatever system works for you is what is best. At the end of the day, it's what is actually going to be useful to you. And so, I love Notion.
No, see,
but I don't expect everybody to use it.
I just grew up with we didn't even have computers until I was in junior high, so just give me a document. But I really like Notion.
I love it.
Did you put him in there?
I put the owl in the book.
How did you get him from the wall to your phone to there so quickly?
AirDrop. Project Owl. Yes.
Document system so it doesn't remind you of academic work.
Exactly. Alright. Now actually I have to like write it. I am quickly interrupting this wonderful cozy vlog to talk about the sponsor of today's video. Today we're working with Ana Luisa, a sustainable jewelry brand that is carbon neutral, based in New York, and creates the most beautiful jewelry pieces to add to your collection. I've been working with Ana Luisa for over 2 years now and have a collection of their various jewelry pieces, but today I wanted to show you some of my new favorites, and this includes ones that I wear every single day and includes a new piece that I've added to my collection that I have been wearing all this month and I'm absolutely in love with. As you can see, I'm wearing my favorite crescent ring here. This is one that I have both in the standard gold as well as in the silver. I also have my beautiful Chloe ring. I've had this on for about 1.5 years now. It's my favorite ring from Ana Luisa. It's this beautiful braided detail, and also it has the name of my best friend, and I just absolutely love it. But the new one that has recently come into my collection from Ana Luisa is this beautiful little heart ring. I'm wearing it on my index finger on my left hand, and I just absolutely love it. And as I was editing this video, I just loved getting to see the footage of me reading or writing and getting to see the little details of the rings that I was wearing. I was wearing these throughout the entire trip, and I just absolutely love the jewelry that I have from Ana Luisa. Like I say, I don't really take it off. It's something that I wear every single day. I wear them in the shower. They have not tarnished. They have not lost their luster or quality. They don't leave any residue, and they have new pieces coming into their collection all the time. And so while I have my timeless classics, I always love getting to mix up little pieces in my collection so that way I can incorporate some new things into my daily style. And if you want to go ahead and check out their current promotion, you can use my discount code in the description below for a little discount. And thank you again so much to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. And let's go ahead and get back to the Cotswolds.
How is everybody looking?
It's good. I like try to make another character and it doesn't seem to have generated it. Ah, here we go. I've been trying to work on a little bit of character development, and as I was writing out the kind of features of my main character, her friendships and things of the like, I was just trying to picture an image for her because my main character is meant to be a woman, and I decided to just see if I could actually generate an image with AI. So I used Midjourney, and this is really fun. I actually have found that it's quite accurate into being able to depict what it is that I'm trying to get at. So I'm just playing around with it. But I have the document open, and Dana and I have coined my creative writing project, Project Owl. This is not something that I plan on spending a lot of time doing. It's just something that's been in my head for honestly a few years now, and I just have never really given myself the space or the time to just dump it out onto a piece of paper. And since we're on this little trip, I decided that I would use this as my opportunity to just explore those thoughts and see what comes out of it. And I am really enjoying the process, and it's just fun to be creative and to do something that's a little bit different, and it allows me to play with a couple of the different aspects of being a PhD student without having the weight of my own research on it. And this is just not something that I plan on sharing anytime soon, and it's just for fun. It's just for me. I don't have to do anything with it. It's just wanting to take something that's been in my head for a while and put it on a piece of paper. So I'm just enjoying myself, finishing up my cup of coffee, and then I'm gonna get cracking on some writing because I had these ideas, and while it is nerve-wracking and I feel like I am not a good writer. I just want to see where it goes. I was really inspired by Christiane Jones' videos. She made some writing vlogs and some routine videos based on famous writers, and I just love her content. I love her YouTube videos and her Instagram and everything, and so I'm just playing around with it. But time to get back to work. I have made quite a bit of progress on the writing and planning, and I have a little Notion dashboard I have going with the various characters I have in mind, the kind of plot line, twists and turns, just trying to organize my thoughts because, like I said, it's been in my brain for a while now and I haven't done anything with it, so it's all fresh. And Danny and I made a little trip into town to get some cheeses, so got some cheddar, some brie, I got some honey, and we've got crackers. We've also have some bread and apples. Where did the bread go? Danny, where'd the bread go? Got some nice sourdough, so I'm gonna go ahead and assemble a little cheese board to snack on before we have dinner plans. And then I'm gonna try to get a little bit more done. I just feel very inspired. It's been very nice.
Darling, I know it's hard to let go. Soon I will hold you again. Longer days when I'm away, but we'll both pretend to be bold. Darling, I've never been bold. Flowers you brought, my stomach in knots. You never seem to be scared. My heart's on pause whenever you're gone. But one day we'll go anywhere. Darling, I've never been there.
It is now the end of day one. Danny and I are just enjoying sitting in the living room. I have decided to switch gears and do a little bit of reading. I am probably about halfway through the third Akatar book. I have been taking my time with these and I'm moving through it a lot more quickly, but it's definitely been a progression over the last couple of weeks because I tend to read multiple books at one time. But I only brought 2 books with me for this trip. I brought a new book and I brought this one. So I'm gonna finish this one first. But I had a really good day. I did a whole lot of character planning, plot planning, that kind of thing in Notion. And then I did get some words down on paper. And I'm really happy with how my little Project Owl is coming along. And we're just gonna take a nice, easy evening and then do a little bit more creative work tomorrow. It's been nice and sunny out in the Cotswolds. Now it is obviously nighttime and I'm just sipping on a cup of tea. We have a fire going and I'm just gonna do a little bit of reading.
She was upstairs looking for me.
Oh,
Yeah, you know that?
Project Owl is kicking off for day 2, and so far I have about 500 words on paper. So I am working through what I assume is chapter 1. I don't know what I'm doing. I took a creative writing class back when I was in community college and have not done any creative writing since. So this feels very odd. And also when I took that class, all we were doing was writing short stories. So this feels like a very different format. Fun fact, back when I was in high school, I actually wrote 2 different novels and I had saved them to my computer. This is before the cloud was reliable and my computer got stolen. So I once upon a time used to be somebody that really liked writing fiction, and I'm trying to get back into it. I'm also finding that getting to work on this is actually making me excited to work on research for the dissertation, which is kind of the point, which is to try to have creative outlets that also spark excitement for my research. So I'm gonna dive in. Danny's working on her dissertation research today over on the other side of the table, and we're just gonna get to writing. It is about 1 in the afternoon. I have about 1,000 words on paper. I have been writing really slowly today because I had some other administrative things I needed to do, but I'm really happy with the progress that I'm making, and I have just done a lot of rendering, trying to figure out what the conflict is and who the characters are, and I'm just having a really nice time trying to like sort this project out. It's very different than the type of work that I have to do obviously when writing my dissertation. Moo, meow. And Moo has been by my side. She's been such a good little cozy cottage pup out here in the Cotswolds. She's been so good. I love you. But I decided to move to the couch just because my back was starting to give me some problems. So I'm gonna go ahead and just keep on writing for a little while. I just want to basically write until I feel like I don't have any words left to say for today, and then I'm going to switch and do some work for the Digital Brand Accelerator and do some reading and just really enjoy the quiet. I'm going to go ahead and keep on writing. I have 2,000 words written. I could keep going, but I feel like I am in a good spot to go ahead and stop for the day. I am shocked. I understand that creative writing is something that comes a lot easier than academic writing because I don't have to put footnotes and things, but it's just so nice to like actually feel as though I have words to put on a document because I've been struggling so much with my dissertation writing, and it just feels nice to have something come easy for once. And I just feel really good about it. So I'm gonna take the rest of the day and just read and work on DBA stuff and hang out with Danny and just chill. It's been such a good day. I'm really excited about this project. I know I'm gonna get comments asking questions about it, and I am basically going to keep almost all the details under wraps unless it actually becomes something. However, I didn't want to just work on this writing project and not talk about it at all. And so I'll tell you a little bit about the process and the progression of it, but I'm not going to give details about the plot or anything until I myself have figured it out and I have a full manuscript and all of that. So as far as you know, I am working on Project Owl and it's going really well and I'm really happy with it. And it's just been really fun to do something that isn't my dissertation. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go hang out and I'll check in with y'all a little bit later. Would you like some now?
No, I'm just waiting.
Okay. I'm just so curious. Good morning. It is, I don't even know what day it is here in the Cotswolds. 3 and 4, maybe? I don't know. But I made some apple crumble and I was a little skeptical because I was just winging it, but this is actually very good. And I've got my cup of tea. I'm about to start doing a little bit of work on the book, and today I actually need to do some other stuff. I need to work on content planning, need to edit Notion, I have DBA assignments I need to review. Not an entire just relaxing writing creative day. Today is a little bit more of an actual work day, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get started, and then Danny and I are gonna take a little walk around town with Moo later, so I'll show you the place where we're staying. It is the final night before we head back to London, and I just wanted to have a little check-in. I hit 3,000 words on my novel, and I feel so good about it. I made some content about starting to write the project, and I got a lot of questions about, am I trying to publish it? What's it about? And that kind of thing. And like I think I said earlier in the video, I'm just not putting pressure on it. It's just an idea that I've had for a really long time. And I really loved writing fiction when I was a teenager and when I was a kid. And it's just something that I felt like I lost a passion for as I grew up. And then as I went to university and graduate school, I just feel like my passion for the act of writing has just slowly dwindled. I just feel like there's so much pressure to the words that I put on a page, and I can never quite find exactly the way to corroborate the type of speculative statements that I'm trying to make or the arguments that I'm making. And I think as somebody in academia, I'm sure some of you might relate to this, you just feel like you have to quantify or qualify every single one of your statements, that you have to cite every single one of your sources. And I think it results in this kind of hesitation that I think is partially healthy because it requires that critical thought, but I also think that it is unhealthy in that it actually leads you to not want to say anything. And that's something I've been struggling a lot with the dissertation, and I just have been falling back in love with the things that I told myself I wasn't really allowed to do while I was in graduate school or while I was pursuing my research. And one of those things was fiction. I didn't read any new novels, didn't watch any new TV shows when I was in college. So I made this pact with myself in community college when I got accepted to transfer that I was going to dedicate myself completely. I wasn't going to read fiction, wasn't going to get distracted, and that served me really well. Obviously, it got me to some really incredible places and has made it feasible for me to be in the position I am today. However, when I got into Yale, I remember this moment of relief where I just had this thought that I've done it and now I can read for fun again. And I did read here and there, but hadn't really fallen in love with reading again until I did that replacing scrolling with reading challenge a couple of months ago. And I just really been enjoying the process of just sinking into fiction. I never thought that I was a fantasy reader, and now I'm really obsessed with fantasy, and I just am obsessed with book talk, and I'm just leaning into it. And part of my falling back in love with fiction was feeling like there was a story that I really wanted to tell and I wanted to get down on paper. And so that's what led me to want to work on this project, on Project Owl. And so I'm just really inspired, and it's been such a nice trip. It's been so nice to come out to the Cotswolds and just spend time with Danny and get to know her, and also just see what I'm capable of if I just take all the other factors away, the distractions. And when I traveled to California, I didn't really get to just lean into the things that I was excited about. I was there with my partner, traveling, seeing family, and what I was really craving was the opportunity to just try to see what was going on in my brain and try to put it out on a piece of paper. And I'm really enjoying the process. I'm also really enjoying this book. So I am about 3/4 of the way through, I think. Maybe that's about 2/3 of the way through. I'm not entirely sure. But I was somebody who did not want to like ACOTAR, but this is so good. And I am going to order the novella and the 5th book, but I also want to start some other books. So I may have been bad and ordered more books today to be delivered home. So there might be a book haul in the next video, but I am at the part where they're at war with Highburn, and I won't give any spoilers away, but if you are somebody who wants to fall back in love with fantasy, I do highly recommend this one. The first one is a drag, I will say. You have to get about 2/3 of the way through it. And then the second book, the first half, didn't love it. Second half, just hooked. Last 5 pages, hooked. This entire book, hooked. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm going to do a little bit of reading on my last night in the Cotswolds, and my last night in this beautiful cottage has just been so serene and beautiful and perfect, and I am really excited to go back to London and to see my partner and to get a bit of work done on my dissertation, but this is exactly what I needed. So I'm gonna go ahead and end off the vlog here. Thank you so much to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. I cannot recommend their jewelry enough. I wear the jewelry all day, every day, and I've been wearing it throughout this trip. And if you want to pick up some pieces as a gift for the holidays, or for your friends, or for your partner, or for yourself, then go ahead and check out my discount code below and check out Ana Luisa, because they've got some really incredible pieces. But thank you to them for sponsoring this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, friends.